Hello everyone! My name is Big Jake Channel and welcome to this Genshin Impact video where today, you see this man here on the screen, we are going to go through his character story mission. Since I am an Ayato main now, I figured might as well go through his mission. I can't do Eula's mission for you guys, unfortunately, since I already did that, a long time ago. So I wanted to get Ayato's mission in here. I'm a little farther ahead because when I was trying to do Arataki Ito's mission, and I was looking around for his. You had to go through the city, and I ended up triggering that cutscene. And for some reason, my dumb mind thought that, it said to come to the Kamisato estate. Yeah, that must be for Ito, right? I've seen the cutscene with him and Thoma already, and then following the one guy who likes the one lady from the, I forget which organization she belongs to. Essentially, we got two clans who are going to intermarry, and the third clan being the Kamisato clan, we're going to be there to show our love and support. So join me today as we learn more about my new main, and as far as I know right now, he's just basically a older brother type, a little conniving. He has his one line where he's like, yeah, the servants can't get the courage to tell me not to do what I want to do. Yeah, I'm Ayato. We shall see what other layers and depth my boy has, like an onion or a lasagna, if you will. Or some Japanese food that is equally fitting, because, onions are universal, but anyway, I'm getting off track. We must head to the Kujo estate and talk to Kujo Kamaji, who I do believe he was in the story a little bit. Is this the guy who, tried to stand up to Raiden in her first story quest and just, got whomped? We shall find out. Now also, I don't know what update this was. Do you see that little door icon right there? Entry. Was that ever there? I used to remember it just being the regular diamond that we'd usually see. Was that in this recent 4.3 update? Because they definitely added a lot. Or was it already a thing? I'm not sure. It's into the Tenryou. So it's the Tenryou Commission, the Kanjo, and Yashiro, right? I think so. I feel like I may have pulled a few of those out of my ass, but I think this was the guy who got wrecked by Raiden. Well, I mean, he at least showed the heart of a warrior, but yeah, he got wrecked.
All right then. Please excuse me. I'll leave you to it from here.
Okay. Thanks, Ipe.
Also, I might as well just say, I'm planning to let the dialogue play out, and then if there is anything worth commenting on, I shall do so. But right now, we got the stance right. Actually, dude, is it just the angle, or is Kamaji as tall as Ayato? I'll have to check that after.
I apologize that your impromptu visit comes at a busy time for us, Commissioner. Otherwise, you can be sure that we would have prepared a more extravagant reception.
I don't mean to impose, Sir Kujo.
His drip
In fact,
is immaculate.
I'm not
guys,
here on
damn.
official business at all. I heard the good news about yourself and Lady Hiragi. What a glorious marital alliance this shall be. Given the close ties between our clans, it seemed only right that I should come and offer the Kamisato clan's congratulations in
I believe
person.
the Lady Hiragi was the one we delivered the letter for in the story.
I'm truly honored. I hope the news didn't come as too much of a surprise.
Oh, sorry, hydration check.
Hey there! We came to congratulate you as well!
Since the incident with the
That was my
Takatsuka clan,
eighth
things
impression.
in
We
the
were
Tenryou
both quiet.
Commission have slowly started to stabilize. I'm still acclimating to the position of acting head of the clan. I just hope I'm up to the task, so I can live
Well,
up
I
to
mean, you could be
everyone's
better than that
expectations.
crazy old man.
You're far too modest. The public thinks very highly of you. They say you're hardworking, upright, and responsible.
I'm flattered, but I wouldn't have achieved anything without the support of my people. Thanks to them, everything is gradually stabilizing, and I finally had the chance to focus a little on my personal life.
Hey, let's go,
You're
Paimon. We had the
certainly
same
making big
thought
progress
there.
in that department.
Smooth operator, hell yeah.
Come on now, you're embarrassing me. Pardon me,
Yeah, we got you, boy.
It's perfectly all right. Please, continue. I'm quite content to listen.
I feel like he seems
It's
pretty
a joyous
chill.
occasion. Lighthearted is exactly how things should be. Really, who stays stony-faced when talking about a wedding?
Probably the Raiden
you're
Shogun.
right. But I am curious to know, what's your honest opinion on the whole thing? Do you think it's too sudden?
It's marriages. It's never too sudden.
Of course not. Where there is true love, nothing should be allowed to stand in its way.
Real stuff. Real stuff.
No doubt people will offer you a colorful variety
True.
of opinions. But of course, you will have factored this into your decision, and I'm sure you are prepared for whatever challenges may lie ahead.
Indeed I am.
So, please be confident. When your mind is made up, you ought not be worried about things for which you are already well prepared. Nevertheless, there is just one small aspect of this that puzzles me a little.
Please, go ahead.
You've been working hard to bring the Tenryou Commission in line. This is positive, and no doubt the beginning of important change. But on the other side of this equation, Lady Hiragi's father, Hiragi Shinsuke, is still in prison.
Was that the old dude?
If you choose now, of all moments, to announce a marriage between the Hiragi and Kujo clans, the kinds of rumors that may begin to spread both among the general public and in the Kanjo Commission are not likely to be in either of your best interests.
Yeah.
But we don't care.
Couldn't have put it better myself, Sir Kamisato.
Oh, maybe?
This has been my biggest concern for quite a while now. Hiragi Shinsuke is firmly against me having any contact at all with Chisato. In the past, we've always had to communicate in secret by sending letters.
Yeah, so it was this guy.
So although now may not look like the best timing for this marriage, it may well be the only opportunity we have.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he acts like this sweet old man, but he was determined to make as much trouble for us as possible. Oh, he is the worst!
Thanks, Paimon.
I can see where you're coming from, but you're only postponing the problem, not solving it. You will still have to face it sooner or later.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. But since Chisato had the courage to ask me to marry her in spite of everything, how can I disappoint
No,
her?
for real. That's a real queen right there. She wanted her man. Ladies, if you want your man, go get your man. It's that simple. Don't wait for him. I mean, look, Kujo's a nice guy and all, but just look at the man. Do you think he's the, well, he finally manned up to take on Raiden Shogun, but prior, was he the type who was gonna, you know, take a leap of faith and risk taking rejection like that? Probably not.
Well, sort of. She raised the idea in a letter, and after some initial hesitation, I went to meet her and have a serious conversation about our future. It's funny, actually, because when I formally proposed to her in person, she denied having ever written that letter. So coy.
Oh, well, hold on a second. Okay, now, something is afoot.
Huh? Really?
Yeah.
She didn't say. She just acted confused by the whole thing. She really committed to it. I'll never forget the look on her
Come
face.
on, Kudos. Yeah, my point back about he's probably not the smartest, but he has a good heart at least.
Oh.
But like, come on, man. All right, even Ayato
Anyway,
senses.
as her boyfriend, I knew she was just pretending, so I played
Oh,
along and
Jesus.
said, I was only joking about the letter, and then I proposed.
Jeez, man.
After making some disgruntled noises about me making a stupid joke, she blushed and said yes. We spent that afternoon working through all the details of the wedding.
Okay,
Well, yeah.
so you discussed it and decided on a date.
We did. I guess it was a chance to finally express our commitment to one another, clearly and completely. And you know what? I think it was about time.
I like that. Actually, that's a nice shot. He's definitely a good guy. Kujo, Kamaji, they're all Kujo. I mean, Sara is a Kujo, and she's not evil, just a little bit of a dickhead.
No matter what happens next, I will always be there for her as the one person she can always rely on.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, give me a
Aw,
break.
come on, Paimon. Yeah, see, even the Traveler understands.
Sorry, but Paimon's been wanting to say this the whole time. Is it just this dude, or does everyone in love act like this? He just won't stop talking.
Well, I think you're onto something, Paimon. I genuinely don't think they can help it. It's probably a great feeling, though.
Apologies, my friends. And also to Sir Kamisato. I must sound like a fool.
Far from it. On the contrary, seeing you so positively smitten puts my mind at rest.
Same, actually.
No surer evidence could there be of your true feelings and your commitment. If I had any reservations before, I certainly don't now.
He may be aho, but he is aho with good kokoro.
I wish you a joyous wedding when the day comes.
Yeah, even if it's kind of irritating to see you all smug like this, it's still a happy occasion. Good luck on the day, and have a happy wedding!
Thank you, Paimon.
Thank you all. It means a lot.
We have some other business to attend to now. Until next time.
Very well. I'll see you out.
I think we're gonna have a little bit of a Scooby-Dooby-Doo kind of investigation here. Kamisato Ayato seems to have some more to say. Duh. This might be fun for you guys on PC who don't experience. Yes, welcome to PS4 load screens, everyone. There you go. They're honestly not too bad, to be quite honest with you. That's why this
That
game's
must be true
still
for
pretty solid on
anyone about to
PS4.
get married, right? It's a happy kind of busy, though.
I've been putting off getting a PS5, but now that GTA 5 is only going to be on PS5, that might be the one. Especially because it's not going to be on PC, especially right away. It might eventually, but getting off track, this is Genshin. But anyways.
You're right. Kujo Kamaji is on Cloud 9.
He's on Cloud 19, actually.
What do you think, Traveler?
He is genuinely happy, but I'm bothered by how this whole thing began.
He chalked it up to her being coy, but that doesn't sound like the Hiragi Chisato I know.
Yeah, see, that's absolutely, and this is not even her man, and so, but her man is just so blinded by love, he can't even see, like, the truth, I guess, because he's like, yeah, I know how she'd act, but then everyone who also knows how she'd act is like, no, it's not how she'd act, but I digest. Well.
It bothers me also. But, unfortunately, attempting to seek the truth of the matter would likely be fruitless.
How so?
Yeah, how come? Whenever we come across stuff like this on our adventures, we always find a way to get to the bottom of it.
I see. So that's how adventurers think.
Yeah.
In my opinion, we face two obstacles in this case. Firstly, we have very little information to go on, and I must be cautious about taking a stance. This makes it difficult to investigate. Secondly, and more importantly, the person involved doesn't seem to care.
I mean, I feel like he would if we present something to him that would say there's foul play amiss.
If we intervene without his blessing, good intentions may lead to catastrophic results.
Also true, though. Some people are just blinded by that stuff. Honestly, I like Ayato. He's very calculating.
You do have a point. Kamaji doesn't seem worried at all.
Everything in the world is intertwined. What looks like a simple outcome is often the result of multiple conflating reasons. Seeking the full truth would be a long and laborious process. It would be inefficient.
Speaking from experience, my guy.
Sort of.
I
I
do
have to
too.
take this approach, or the work of the Yashiro Commissioner would never be done. My opinion is something like this. When something strange happens, instead of trying to find out what could have caused it, it is better to look at the situation itself. If the outcome is positive, and no one was deceived or harmed in the process, then it is acceptable.
Are there really no negatives?
We don't know yet.
Well, there you go.
After all, we don't know what Hiragi Chisato's thoughts are, do we?
There you go.
I have to say, I'm impressed by your ability to zero in on the issue from such a short meeting. Most insightful of you. You are thorough and thoughtful, just as my sister describes.
Yeah, I mean,
But
she holds the Traveler
Chisato and Kamaji
very
have
high
already
regard.
talked everything through, haven't they?
Very high regard.
Only if we are to take Kujo Kamaji at his word. But there are two sides to every story.
Actually, there's usually three.
I wish to know Hiragi Chisato's angle on this.
Huh. Makes sense, but Paimon still doesn't quite get it.
Just come along.
Don't worry about it. I was planning to visit the Hiragi clan to deliver my best wishes anyway. Let's take the opportunity to hear her thoughts. If she's as committed as Kujo Kamaji, perhaps they can navigate the challenges ahead successfully. But if not... well, life isn't always a smooth journey.
Ain't that the damn truth. Alright, so now we must head to the Hiragi estate in Rito, which, thankfully, as I am a rich man, why would I sully myself with traveling on foot? I had mentioned I liked how calculating Ayato was, and, you know, he is a rich guy, too, but he doesn't really flaunt it. One of the things I liked is when you open a chest with him, he'll say, actually, why voice it myself when I can have the man do it himself?
All yours, should you have any use for them.
Yeah, I like that. It's something simple, because, like, obviously, what the hell would he need the pittance of Mora and whatever cheap slash minorly expensive goblet might be inside, you know? So, it's the little things. Also, he is my woodcutter for now, because I need maple wood and a decent amount of it for my teapot. I may show a glimpse of what I've been working on so far. I had mentioned in my 125 subscriber video that I was working on the Inazuma aesthetic of the teapot, the Inazuma layout, I should say. And I don't have too much done, but it's starting to come together nicely.
There is still much to prepare for the wedding.
Is that my freaking lord that I pledge all allegiance to?
Should we also invite some prominent business leaders
Oh
who
my
frequently
goodness.
visit Rito?
Guys, you don't understand. I love fucking Overlord. Overlord is my shit. So whenever I hear Chris Guerrero, I'm creaming.
What?
I don't even think I could do that. But yeah, please give. Hopefully he gets his own character. Please give him his own Genshin character. He deserves it. It's also funny timing because I just started the Genshin, the Overlord light novel on Audible. So I've been hearing his voice again. So there's no way I'm mistaking that. All right, I'm already 1,000 times more into this.
At the very least, we should send them invitations.
Is he talking to himself?
I agree. Ah, hello there, Yashiro Commissioner.
Yo, and plus, I love Chris Hackney too. So this is great, guys.
What do we owe the honor on this fine day?
He's voicing all three of them, dude. This is the 3 parts of Chris Guerrero's mind.
As it happens, I'm here regarding the same wedding I believe I heard you discussing just now. I come bearing the felicitations of the Kamisato clan.
Felicitations, my goodness, big words.
Would Lady Hiragi happen to be available at this moment?
Fitting of a gentleman, and he's got the beauty mark too. Look at this. Is this not an upstanding young man?
Our lady is entertaining guests right now, and we're not entirely sure how long she will be.
You better be a fucking cool guy if you're gonna have the fucking voice of a god. Actually, even greater than a god.
But please, do come in. We will arrange some tea and snacks for you and your attendants.
Hey, Paimon is never
I like this. This is a good.
You misunderstand. These two are dear friends.
They have a lot of good still shots. Well, not even still shots, just shots of Paimon and the Traveler. I take screenshots of them. Maybe I'll put some of my screenshots in the community tab, because I do think some of the still frames you can get in this game are pretty funny and pretty cool too. Like I was just put onto the world of the synchronized attack. When you have a co-op game and you have 4 people with different characters and they all do their attacks at the same time. They basically end up Ginyu Force kind of posing, like so cool.
You're too kind.
Okay, Paimon, I think, is falling for Ayato. In the first scene that I missed because I'm a baka, she starts, like, stuttering, trying to talk to him. I think she's swept off her feet a little bit.
We don't wish to impose. We'll just wander around in the general area.
Can't blame her.
Apologies for the interruption while you're busy with preparations. Please, let us know once Lady Hiragi is available.
Nonsense, Commissioner. No imposition at all. This wedding is a joyful occasion, and all the other clans who serve the Hiragi clan are most delighted for them indeed.
Yeah, I just
We're
cheese
merely
whenever
doing
I
the
hear
best
him
we
talk.
can to make this wedding as grand and a fair as possible.
When the time comes, we'll invite everyone in the clan and even the general public to attend.
And they just are like, you know what, Chris, just do 3 different male voices real quick.
That sounds splendid. We'll leave you to it.
My only fear is that he kind of gave out, it's not exactly the Ain's voice, but it's like if he does get his own character, like, come on, we gotta save that, you know?
Take care, Commissioner!
Okay, we might actually need Ain's to start talking like that. That'd be phenomenal.
Seems like you guys talked a lot without actually saying anything.
Hence why I dislike small talk.
True, he did mention that as well.
Our timing was not ideal, but never mind. I spotted a stall on our way over where we can pass the time. The owner always manages to come up with novel ideas. I'm one of his regular customers.
Well, hell yeah, alright. I was just doing a little lumberjacking while he was jawjacking. Haha, bars. And then I just took a nice long square when I could have went down the stairs there, but it's okay.
Oh, it's Tomoki!
Yeah, Tomoki. Everyone knows Tomoki.
Ah, it's you. Good to see you again.
Yeah, you.
Seems like you're always showing
Wait.
up with the VIP in tow.
He might be the Dongo Milk guy, because he's the only street vendor I sort of remember.
Oh? So you know the owner as well?
I really enjoyed that scene with Raiden. Gave her a nice little layer for her character.
Yup, we tried his dongo milk a while
Yeah.
back with the almighty Shogun in Inazuma City.
Ah, I see. So you were involved in that.
What does that mean?
I'd caught wind of this dango milk,
Ah,
but I didn't know that it had anything to do with you
just
two.
a twist of fate. Call me Jeff Hardy.
I always order one of his creative drinks whenever I pass the stall. The flavor is always new and interesting. When I noticed he'd set up shop in Rito, I simply had to come by.
Hey, he's expanding. Good stuff, my guy.
Thanks to you all, my business is finally beginning to take
Thanks
off.
to the Shogun.
More and
mainly.
more people are willing to give my creative cuisine a shot. It gave me the confidence to decide that I'm going to stick to creative cuisine from now on. On the one hand, I wanted more people to be able to try out my culinary creations. On the other hand, I wanted my customers to experience the joy of being creative too. So I gave it a lot of thought and finally came up with an all-new business concept.
Sounds interesting. What is it this time?
I've decided to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients, and they pick and choose whatever they want to mix with their milk or tea.
It's like almost like a froyo kind of thing. I never actually been, but I know you can kind of like pick your own like toppings and stuff. That'd be, you know, create your own smoothies. That's actually a decent idea. If only I was more entrepreneurial.
As well as dango, I now offer rice cake, purple potato balls, black sugar, and sunsettia.
Do they really
Potato
go well
balls.
with milk? Hard to
I mean, milk and
imagine, but
potato.
who knows? It could be delicious.
I mean, I heard potato pancakes are a thing. I've never had them myself, but that's basically milk and potato. We could, I mean, more than that, but obviously.
What if I were to choose some ingredients you don't have here?
Ah,
Would that be
here we go. Okay, I do know about this little layer. His passive ability is whenever you cook something perfectly, he has an 18% chance to make one that's suspicious, which is interesting because he doesn't fail to cook the perfect one, which tells me that he makes the good one, but then also makes a sussy one because, like I said, he might be a little bit of a troll, just a little bit. You know what? I'm here for.
Well, I guess so. Any novel ideas you have, Commissioner, please feel free to tell me. I'll go buy the ingredients right away.
Unless he thinks they actually do taste good, in which case, okay, my guy might be a little out there, but we'll see. I think because he's just so calculating. I think I don't want to say. I was going to say Homelander, but obviously he's nowhere near Homelander. Of course, we know what Homelander actually is, but like to the public Homelander, kind of.
The whole idea was to let my customers express their creativity freely. So of course, I shouldn't place restrictions on the ingredients if I can help it.
Neat.
Excellent. There are a few things I'd like to try. Lavender melon, seagrass, and sea ganoderma.
I mean, one of those three sounds okay.
What? You want to mix those with milk?
I do indeed. Why? What's wrong?
You really think that's gonna turn out tasting good?
It's all about the experience. The taste is secondary. It's great to try new things.
Okay, that's a lie.
Traveler, any thoughts?
I would jump off a cliff with you, but you know, let's go. I got tons of these.
Doesn't Paimon get a say in this? So this is peer pressure, huh? Well, alright then. Bring it on! Paimon can take it!
Thank you, Paimon.
3 milks with sea ganoderma, please.
No problem. Give me a second. I'll have them ready in just a moment.
I have plenty of sea ganoderma, so.
Here, your milk is ready. Give it a try.
Oh, the bottle even has a sea ganoderma on it. I wonder if it switches depending on which fruit
Somehow
you use.
Paimon got it down eventually, but... Oh, Paimon feels lightheaded.
Damn it, Paimon's usually a vacuum for foods. That's how you know it wasn't
I think
good.
it's all right. It has quite a fascinating texture.
Okay.
Your review seemed pretty positive, but Paimon still thinks there are better combinations.
Well, both of these things could be true,
Taste
young
is your
Paimon.
key concern, yes?
Obviously! Tasty food and drinks are some of life's most important pursuits.
Preach.
Well said. If I could say the same was true for me, I believe I'd be a very content man.
In other words, you have too many other things to worry about. Well, that is
Yes.
very important.
No one has unlimited energy, and I try to conserve mine for the things that really count. To create some mental breathing room, I try not to overthink the less critical matters.
Just get a body double. I heard they're
Having my
pretty
sister
effective.
attend public events in my stead, and
Ah, well,
having
there you
Thoma
go.
as housekeeper has also been a great help, and allowed me to focus.
We're just passing the time here, though, right? Is there anything else to think about than what we're doing right now?
One or two things. let's continue this discussion somewhere else.
Okay, okay.
I noticed something before we left the Hiragi clan's residence.
You saw who Hiragi Chisato was meeting.
No, it was just a small detail. I was curious to know their thoughts on the wedding, so I asked them about it. Naturally, they responded that all other clans are happy for the Hiragi clan. But that's not the truth.
Oh?
What do you mean?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the least stable in the Tri-Commission. Hiragi Chisato is the sole remaining pillar of her clan, but now she plans to marry into the Kujo clan. If I belonged to one of the assisting clans to the Hiragis, I would not be feeling optimistic about the future.
In other words, pride.
They didn't mention a word about that. They simply said they were delighted for them. These are not unintelligent people. I highly doubt it is because they simply do not realize.
Suppose that is a wee bit strange.
I imagine they didn't want to discuss family issues in front of outsiders. But
Especially
still,
you, you're kind
the
of
more
important.
I think back over that conversation, the more it doesn't sit right. Keep a close eye on them, Hisashi.
Hisashi?
Yes, sir.
Yo, one of the Shumatsuban.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
This is
I
one
like
of my
that
most
Paimon
trusted
face.
members of the Shumatsuban. He's been quietly watching out for us this whole time.
Yo.
Merely doing my duties, sir.
Keep
Makes
a
me wanna
close
watch
watch on the
Naruto
clan
again.
representatives we met today.
Well received. I'm on the case.
Oh, and I almost forgot. That milk I just had? Please order one more and
Oh,
deliver it to
what
Thoma.
the hell?
As you wish, sir.
Okay, he is kind of a troll, dude.
Oh no, poor Thoma.
Good luck, Thoma. He had the hot pot, so he'll
Sir
be okay.
Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement is now concluded. She's waiting for you in the courtyard.
Thank you kindly. Let's go and see Hiragi Chisato.
Let's go and see Hiragi Chisato. We should still be in her good graces, so I wonder what's going on here. Does a rich man truly walk? See, I would have to walk both, but there's a difference. Here, I must take stairs. Ew! Stairs are for the poor. I'm just kidding. Ayato's not like that. Unless it's all just a ruse and he drops it on us, but no, I highly doubt that. Alright, Hiragi Chisato. Hey, we came from that way anyway.
Nice to see you again, Chisato.
I heard that Sir Kamisato had brought some guests, but I didn't know it was you two.
It's been a while, Lady Hiragi. How have you been faring?
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato. It is not often that I have the chance to meet you, let alone here in the comfort of my own home.
This is the only time
I'm doing very
Paimon is
well
taller
indeed,
than us.
thank you. You must be so busy. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and congratulate Kamaji and I. It really means a lot.
But of course, the Tri-Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out for one another. In fact, we visited Sir Kujo just now. It's clear that he's very much looking forward to the wedding. Perhaps his joy is infectious, for I am now feeling rather elated myself. I sincerely wish you a joyful wedding and a blissful marriage.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for your kind words. This was not an easy decision to make. We will both have to work harder from now on. I'm sure the news will cause something of a stir. But come what may, we will stand as one and face whatever the future throws at us, together.
Sounds like things are pretty tough for you, Chisato.
Yes. To be honest, I'm still a little nervous about
Why?
it all.
Do
But
tell.
Kamaji has been so supportive. His promises have comforted me a lot.
It sounds like you have some considerable reservations, Lady Hiragi.
Yes. Well, there are so many things I need to consider. In case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs just now. I was in fact meeting with one of the Kanjo Commission's officers, Shinnojou.
That name sounds familiar.
Oh, really? Him?
He charged in all of a sudden and said that he had something very important to tell me. He didn't mince his words. Basically, he
Ah,
doesn't want me to marry Kamaji.
I bet.
He has always been a calm and contained person who never acts out of line. I was quite shocked to see him so agitated. But despite all that, what he was saying made a lot of sense. He thinks that now is a bad time for this wedding to happen.
What
He
Ayato
pointed
said.
out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan. If I marry into the Kujo clan, that pillar is taken away. There will no longer be a voice of authority in the Hiragi clan. And it could be a disastrous move for my personal image, too.
There you go. That I will say, I don't obviously different worlds, different politics, right? But usually the marriage in, unless like I guess their clan is so low anyway. But in case it's the inevitable, then and then this is the one way to keep it alive. I don't know.
Just two families becoming one big
Yeah,
family,
exactly,
though,
right?
What's the big deal?
If anything, it powers up the
Traditionally,
other
in
one.
Inazuma, clan affiliation influences every facet of life. After the wedding, Lady Hiragi will belong to the Kujo clan. The Kanjo Commission's attitude toward you may undergo some significant changes thereafter.
Precisely. This is a terrible thing to be saying, but I'm starting to have second thoughts. Maybe I went along with it all too easily. Maybe I allowed myself to be pushed into this. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm making my guests listen to me complaining.
Yeah, you shouldn't marry him.
No problem
This is
at
not
all.
the foundation of
The
a good
Yashiro
relationship
Commission
right
has
now.
a duty to listen to you. Now that I've heard your concerns, I should offer to help you as best I can. For instance, by helping you gather your thoughts on the matter. Now, we heard from Sir Kujo that his decision to tie the knot was prompted by a letter he received from you. But we've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo thought that perhaps you were just being coy. Oh, dear.
No,
Perhaps
no.
I should have kept that part to myself.
You had to be
What?
honest about that one.
But that was... It was just a prop in his playful proposal, wasn't it? It was clearly purpose designed, what with all the fancy lettering and so on.
Fancy lettering, you say? So I am to understand that had it not been for this letter, you two may not have chosen this moment to be wed?
Yeah, someone wants this to happen, but which clan is it, though? It was Ayaka. No,
When
I'm
it
just kidding.
comes down to it... Yes, I think so. Oh, do you mean to say that this letter is not what I thought it to be?
Sir
No,
Kujo
really?
maintains that the letter was penned by your hand.
Huh? But then... How did...
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both trust one another. In that sense, you could say that the origin of the letter is ultimately not of great importance.
Ah, he's playing
Who
it
knows?
off.
Perhaps Sir Kujo was the one being coy. After all, he had no particular reason to be forthcoming with us about the details of his playful proposal.
That is true, honestly. He's capping right now, but it is truth, too.
I understand. As you say, ultimately, the origin of the letter doesn't matter. But my position does matter. Kamaji and I thought that we needn't worry about anything that lies ahead, because we can face it all together. But now,
Yeah, it
I
sounds like
think
the
I should
best.
give it some more thought.
I mean, in a real-life relationship, that is what I would say. Because, yeah, if there's reservations, like, already, yeah, especially because that guy's a bit of an aho, so it would definitely end spectacularly, or you would just fall out of love and then, yeah, it would not be
Marriage
great.
is the most important decision of your life. Don't let yourself regret it.
A lot of people seem to underestimate that first part nowadays. They'll just get married and divorced after
It
a
is
year
also
or so.
part of the Yashiro Commission's job to help people through difficult times. I say this as an
If they even
advocate for
make
you
it to a year.
personally, and for the Hiragi clan. Please, do not be compelled by circumstances to make any decision that goes against your will. To be together with the one you love is a sacred thing. It is my earnest wish that both of you may enjoy a bright and beautiful future, not a bittersweet one.
I'll take
like
to
that.
heart every word you have said to me. I can't thank you enough, Sir Kamisato. I'll think very carefully about your advice.
All
You
that
better.
matters is that you follow your heart. Since you'll be needing some time to think things over, we will excuse ourselves now.
Oh, wait. Let me see you out.
No,
Thank
that's
you, Lady
okay.
Hiragi, but there will be no need.
Yeah, that's what the help's for.
Traveler, let's find somewhere to talk.
Oh, am I the help in this? Damn it. This time it doesn't teleport us to this new place to talk. Okay, let us go to the other side of town. Alright, we couldn't do this conversation like behind this wall right here. You know, I personally think the teleporter is a lovely spot. Working my way over, working my way over.
Hiragi Chisato is on a totally different page than Kujo
Yeah,
Kamaji.
they're on a whole other book.
Ayato, why did you give her such vague suggestions? Couldn't you just have told her what you'd do in her position? Because Paimon's pretty sure you have an idea.
I've said
Never that
everything I
simple,
can given the
Paimon.
Yashiro Commission's stance. Interfering too much with other commission's domestic issues will only create trouble. The more I think about it, the stranger this all seems. But Hiragi Chisato has yet to see it. We must be vigilant.
Love, it can be pretty
In what
blinding.
way?
Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as possible, and if my guess is right, it is someone from within the Kanjo Commission.
My
This
Ayaka theory
person
goes
is
to shreds.
presumably also responsible for the mysterious and misleading letter. Think about this. A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato's future, while the heads of the supporting clans ostensibly have no concern at all. It doesn't add up. When
Actually, that's
someone's words
incredibly
and actions
true.
do not match, you need to infer their intentions from their behavior.
Because, yeah, the one dude loves Lady Chisato, and he's like the only person who gave a shit, seemingly.
Yes. It's a smart strategy. Far superior to the one adopted by the Tenryou Commission's Takatsukasa clan.
Yeah,
Even
them
had the
guys.
forged letter failed and been seen for what it was, there would have been no repercussions. They could simply have explained it away as a misguided but well-meaning matchmaking attempt by a member of the family.
Clever.
But if the letter were to achieve its goal, as it has so far, the perpetrator would successfully weaken the Hiragi clan without ever having to lift a finger against them, all under the guise of simply encouraging a wedding. With Hiragi Chisato having married into the Kujo clan
You might
and
want
the
to go
head
work
of the
with
Hiragi
Heijo.
clan
Oh
in
my god,
prison,
you're pretty smart.
challenges to the Hiragi clan's leadership would begin to emerge throughout the ranks of the Kanjo Commission. Eventually, another clan would take the Hiragi clan's place.
But it's just a theory.
Actually, we have evidence. His name is Shinnojou.
Oh, yeah, true.
Shinnojou?
We go get the information out of
Should
him.
be back by now.
Yes, sir.
Yo, ninjas.
That's the second time you've done that. Paimon cannot deal with this.
I know,
Did they
she
take
doesn't
one of
like
the Kanjo
Zhao either
Commission
for that
officers
reason.
away,
Yes. His name is Shinnojou.
as I
There
expected.
it is.
They cannot afford to let this opportunity pass them by. They have to act now while the Hiragi clan is at its weakest. Hiragi Chisato had been persuaded by Kujo Kamaji, and the wedding was sure to go ahead. But after Chisato's meeting with Shinnojou, she began to have second thoughts. In their eyes, Officer Shinnojou has interfered with their plan.
But
why
how
did
deep
they
does this
suspect
run?
him and not us?
What are they going to do to us?
Someone was eavesdropping on our conversation with Chisato the entire time. That's why I was a little reserved.
Ah,
No
see?
way. Whew. Lucky Paimon didn't say anything stupid.
True, and you're famous for
But
that.
Chisato got what you meant about the letter, though, right?
I think so. But whoever is behind this will not allow
Partly.
their plan to fail now. They will not be inclined to respect Hiragi Chisato's own wishes.
I don't feel like she grasped it
Her
100%, but
stance
yeah.
was so passive that she was easily manipulated, treated like a pawn, with even her marriage becoming a battleground for political power play.
That's how
Despite
it goes
all
in this
this,
world.
She still believed that a happy future was awaiting her.
The world being the world of politics. It doesn't matter in, what, Genshin in real life. Yeah, this is
When
how
she
it goes.
formally marries into the Kujo clan, she will lose her title as daughter of the Hiragi clan, her position in the Kanjo Commission, and above all, her independence.
Marriage is such a trap.
Let's freaking go, Paimon. We can't let this evil plan come to fruition.
Easier said than done. The perpetrators are manipulating everything from the shadows, letting unsuspecting pawns do their work. This is what makes their approach so smart. We, meanwhile, are out in the open. If we attempt to stop this wedding from happening, we will become the villains of the story and face immense public backlash.
So what are we gonna do?
At this stage, if the perpetrators wish to maintain control over the situation, their only option is to come out from the shadows and bare their fangs. I will wait for that moment to arrive.
Hell yeah.
But first things first, we must go and rescue Shinnojou. He has done nothing wrong and does not deserve to be punished.
Sure
Tell me where
thing, buddy.
Shinnojou is. We'll head off right now.
We'll head off right now. New shoots from old branches. And because we finished a quest, we get some commission stamps. Perfect. What do you guys think about the commission stamps? I actually really like that they added that. Dailies aren't too bad, but it's nice to have the option to just do other quests because you're almost like maximizing your resources because you're doing a quest and getting the daily rewards in addition. So it's like both rewards at once. Another new feature, the Claim All. Now, I'm pretty sure they're going to give us an Ayato to use, and I don't think they double up on characters. I've never actually seen that before. I just wonder if it's one of those things where if I use Ayato, he won't be in the trial. Or if it actually might be both. I'm kind of curious. Oh, this isn't a domain yet. Silly me. Oh, well, I mean, we might still use them outside domains. Yeah!
Stop this at once.
Oh, shit.
It's the
Daddy.
Yashiro Commissioner. Well, we take orders from our master. No one else.
Okay. Dude.
Really? Then please, excuse me.
Oh, my.
Who goes there?
Oh, so he just becomes the trial one. Okay. Fair enough.
Teamwork is true! Brace yourselves. Time for takeoff.
Alright. About as effective as mine. Got his Harangapaku. And yeah, they always love giving him Noblesse. 90% crit rate though. My god, my damage is a lot better, but good lord. Benny's Adventure Team!
Blast. Let's go.
Yeah,
We
you
must
really
report to
thought you were
Master
on
right
something,
away.
Kubo.
Hey, get back here!
I
No
love
need
when
to
Paimon
follow
talk
them.
shit. As if she
We
does
need
anything
bait
to
catch the
contribute.
fish anyway. Leave them be. I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. Let's free Shinnojou first. But in all the chaos, it must have been kicked to one side. Where did it end up?
Are they gonna make us search for a key?
It's a tanuki?
Oh
don't
my
tell Paimon that the tanuki took it!
Let's follow it and see.
Hey, Baka Danuki. So he was here. Do I have to put this out or something? Oh, is it this pillar? Ah, there we go. It's the pillar. Okay, well, this box wasn't here before. Gotcha. Aha. Oh. Wait, do we actually have to use the freaking lens? Okay, no, okay. I was about to say, that would have been really random. There you go, Shinnojou.
Thank you. Thank you. It was terrifying. They said they were gonna throw the cage into the sea with me still inside.
Jeez.
Oh, wait. You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all part of a scheme. Someone's trying to use the wedding for their own ends.
Thanks,
Calm
Shinnojou.
down, Shinnojou. It's okay. We know about all that.
Huh?
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility, and so far, everything is unfolding rather as we expected. Those behind this plan are not going to give up easily. Their next move is imminent. We must devise sufficient countermeasures.
Man, it's a good thing
Yashiro
Ayato was
Commissioner,
there when we showed up.
You're personally going to take action?
This situation has consequences for the whole Tri-Commission, and the stability of all Inazumas at stake. My hitherto neutral stance ends now.
Hell yeah.
The almighty Shogun has always
Give me
despised these
blood.
pathetic power games. As a commissioner, I am a servant of the Shogun, and it is therefore my duty to handle these tiresome matters on her behalf.
Hell yeah.
That's true.
Shinnojou, don't return to your post yet. Find somewhere safe and stay hidden. Traveler,
Yeah, we gotta hide you out
Paimon,
at Naganohara
let's get out of
fireworks.
here.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner.
Oh,
I hear you showed up here with
yeah.
no explanation and attacked my men.
You're not just gonna give this guy a voice of a god and have him be a throwaway. Yeah,
You
there
wouldn't
we
happen
go.
to be carrying out some sort of secret mission, now would you?
I heard that someone was taking the law into their own hands. As a responsible official of Inazuma, I could not in good conscience stand idly by. Shinnojou may be your retainer, but the law does not grant you the right to abuse him.
Preach.
Abuse. Nonsense. I was just teaching him a lesson. Out of nowhere, a low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi and start spouting out the most absurd and insulting nonsense one can imagine. A truly egregious loss of decorum. I dare say, the poor lady was terrified.
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing of the reasons for his actions? Because otherwise, why would you describe it as out of nowhere?
Two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman took it upon himself to fabricate a nonsensical disaster story around it. How should I know what he was thinking? Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the Hiragi clan and the most distinguished member of the Konjo Commission.
You're just
We
saying
are,
that though. Apparently it
and
doesn't
always
work like
will be
that.
her loyal assistants. It's our duty to see that she never has to worry about anything. Loyalty and duty are our guiding principles. Not only did this guard show no regard for either, he went out of his way to upset a lady. How could one do such a thing?
Right,
Even if we put it
right.
down to a rare moment of impulsivity. I have to say, I'm surprised to see one of such noble standing as yourself rushing to his defense.
Darn it! This guy is good. Annoyingly good.
But he's also difficult to
Fine.
argue against.
I'm suddenly reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you. There's not been a dull moment since I took up my post in the Yashiro Commission. Every day I've been exposed to new and fascinating things. For instance, a merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the most extraordinarily long tongue. So long, in fact, that you can tie 2 knots in the portion of it that extends out of its beak. I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people do with these unusual avians.
Keep them as pets.
Where you going with this one, my guy?
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever, and certainly doesn't make a suitable pet. If you catch one, the best thing you can do is actually cut its tongue off and throw it out of the window. The reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say, but don't be deceived as it chirps away, lest the song it sings lead you astray.
I say, Yashiro Commissioner, Are you here simply to mock the Kanjo Commission?
Far from it. In my mind, the Kanjo Commission is made up of honorable individuals, upright and forthright, conscientious and loyal. It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and filibustering. All as part of a plan to remove Lady Hiragi from her position in the Kanjo Commission.
Yeah, this is just basically a verbal cockfight right now. I'm just taking it all
Commissioner, please don't make accusations without any evidence.
The evidence is standing right in front of me, is it not? I have a credible witness who can confirm you were quick to try and make him disappear as soon as he said something that you did not like.
Let's go.
I can't believe the Grand Matsuura clan is now represented by someone with less of a sense of loyalty than even an ordinary servant.
Damn.
You studied hard and took a government position, only to make it to where you are now just to play these petty power games behind the scenes.
I mean, that's what the life always goes
I'm not sure
to.
whether it's because you're smart enough to play the system, or too foolish to know any better. In your years of service to the Shogun, not only have you managed to glean nothing good from the people around you, you have also let yourself be blinded by self-interest. And now you have ruined your once bright future.
Wow.
I'm not angry, Mr. Matsuura.
Oh, shit.
I just feel sorry for you.
Damn, he just daddied this boy.
Is that
Sorry,
right?
Ainz.
Then tell me, if you're so bright, what exactly do you think you can do to me? This is at most a Kanjo Commission issue. We'll handle this amongst ourselves. You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro Commissioner.
Ayo.
If you seek to involve yourself in other clans' affairs, might I be so bold then, as to question your motives in doing so? I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Kanjo Commission and Tenryou Commission, because the new balance of power in the Tri-Commission would be a threat to you personally.
It's
So
not
you come
wrong.
here with an elaborate excuse to try and break up this marriage.
So, that's how you view it. Well, I have to admit, you clearly are far more talented than I at monitoring the power balance within the Tri-Commission.
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is going to happen, and nothing is going to change that. The notices have already been sent out. All of Inazuma City knows about it now. Most of the public weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato were courting. But you can bet it's all anybody's talking about now. Once the notices go out, that's it. The wedding is a sure thing, even if it hasn't happened just yet.
I see. It seems like I was wrong.
So suddenly we see eye to eye?
I had expected you to at least be smarter than most.
Damn.
But it seems that I was gravely mistaken.
Kamisato Ayato! You! How dare you!
Damn.
You've made your move. Now, I suppose it's time I made mine.
Cut him.
What
Cut
do
him
you
up.
mean?
Do you seriously think this marriage will bring the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission together? Isn't it at all possible that the Kanjo Commission becomes marginalized as a consequence of this union? Goodness me. Well, I've learned a great deal from talking to you. That will be all for now. If you would excuse me, I shall take my leave.
Hey! Hey! What was all that? Paimon didn't follow at all.
Doesn't
They had
surprise
their
me at
scheme,
all.
but fortunately I was prepared. As I said, they ended up coming out from the shadows and revealing themselves. Let's see how things are in Inazuma City. Then, I'll take you through the details of my plan.
Alright, I'm interested to see where this plan goes. Yeah, Ayato is, he seems to just be in the driver's seat in this whole scenario. But now let's go see what else he's got cooking in Inazuma City. Yes, if there was going to be a marriage announcement, it would be on the bulletin board after all.
The daughter of the Kanjo Commission's Hiragi clan and the master of the Tenryou Commission's Kujo clan are getting married.
Yeah.
Sounds like an all-around perfect match, don't you think?
For sure. I'm just surprised. It seems very sudden. I hadn't heard a single word about it until now.
Good luck to them, I say. I'm sure it must have been a hard decision.
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
Mm-hmm.
It's still too early to make that conclusion. Our adversary wants to push this marriage past the point of no return. However, we can still beat them at their own game.
True.
But only if Kujo Kamaji is willing to help us.
Yeah, he better be. Love-struck fool. He definitely will if we lay it out to him. Rosen Aho, but like I said, he's got a good heart. Kujo Kamaji, we got things to discuss, my good man.
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced. It seems so sudden. I wasn't ready yet.
Oh my goodness.
About that, it's kinda complicated.
Briefly explain. I don't think there's a brief explanation for this.
So someone's trying to take advantage of our marriage.
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal. But we must take Lady Hiragi's situation into consideration.
I've previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting married for true love. And I've promised her that I'll do everything in my power to protect her.
Cause, yeah, so when else is she supposed to get married to? Cause like, are they just supposed to never get married at all? Like, eventually this would happen. Is it just because the one guy's in jail? But just because he's gotta get out of jail, oh, everything's gonna be alright because the crazy old dude who, I don't know.
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, she should not need your protection.
True.
Or, to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the hard times ahead, which perhaps suggests that, deep down, you realize all she stands to lose.
God damn.
I don't mean to criticize you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle person, and I'm sure you would have been able to think about this more objectively were you not so emotionally involved in the situation.
Well said.
I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent, gentle, resilient, and strong-willed person she is. For the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who has to depend on you for the rest of her life. Are you really okay with that?
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make her happy. That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other people. Yashiro Commissioner, you're right. It was naive and selfish of me to take things this far.
Just a bit.
But it's too late now, isn't it? There are notices everywhere.
Yeah, it's
I
like
have
a
a plan,
plan or
but
something.
It needs a villain. Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of antagonists. But it is not without its risks.
You always have
Are
to go
you
be
willing
like,
to
stop, I love her.
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission. On the contrary, it's a terrible idea that will marginalize the Kanjo Commission. The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan. And the key to their success is coming up against no resistance to the marriage from the Tenryou Commission. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt
Almighty
decree,
Shogun.
the Tenryou Commission has been planning to make a move against the weakened Kanjo Commission. The only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because you care about Lady Hiragi's feelings. And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission, to marry her and bring her out of the Kanjo Commission as soon as possible. Once that is achieved, as the person in charge of the Tenryou Commission, you no longer have any reason to hesitate.
I see. This is an ingenious plan. It takes advantage of the situation perfectly.
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position from an unnecessary burden to an indispensable asset. By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Kanjo Commission. Once our adversaries realize how the network of connections behind the scenes really looks, they'll do their utmost to stop this wedding from happening. Then, we simply leave them to clear up the mess they've created.
Got it.
So the network of connections.
I'm with you on this one, Paimon, actually.
This is all way too complicated for Paimon. Can you just tell us what you need us to do?
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the attention of our dear friends in the Kanjo Commission. Matsuura, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst. No doubt he'll be on the lookout for the first sign of a crisis.
Oh, I hope he
In that
has a
case,
crisis.
He will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma City. What we need to do is to use these informants as a breeding ground for our fake intel. Sir Kujo, there are certain things that I need you to attend to personally.
Kamisato Ayato explains the...
It's almost time. My ninja has located one of the informants. Let's go and see if he'll take the bait.
Let us see, indeed. So yeah, it's a lot of political intrigue, a lot of political scheming, not scheming. Well, maybe that works too. Conniving, whatever synonym you want to use. Man, definitely pretty dialogue heavy so far. We've only had like one little segment. That's why I feel like some of these like Ayato cutscenes have been like over 10 minutes. Which I'm not exactly complaining, but as long as it's good, right?
That person is one of Matsuura's informants. Let's follow him. Be careful not to get seen.
Ah, goody. One of these. Well, I wanted to have to open my big mouth about the gameplay. Good thing I can just third-person cheese this. Unless he starts, like, turning around and stuff. Just gotta stealth around. I don't know why it, Oh no! Oh no, the barrels! Yeah, got the barrels. So can I, Ooh, alright. Wait, Hideo got too far away. Ah! Alright, this is gonna be annoying. Okay, they did that in the other one too. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna walk casually and just get a random sprint burst out of nowhere. It's like, no, either have them sprint or have them walk. I don't mind. I've played Assassin's Creed. I don't mind waiting for them to freaking walk. I'm Batman. Yeah, see, look at that. He's off. He thinks he's off to the damn races. Mr. Naganohara, hey, how is Yoimiya doing? You know, can't wait to pull for her in a couple... Wait. No, Hideo did not get too far. Why is it saying that? Hideo's not too far. Huh, okay, because that scared me a little bit, because it said Hideo is too far away, and it's like, no, he's not. He's still looking at me, so clearly he's not too far away. Hey, see, that's Tokunaga.
Kujo Kamaji being overcautious.
Shout out Tales of series. So why did he just decide to randomly sprint down the stairs?
But it appears Master's fears may be
just to be a troll?
There's no way they sent this many people just to escort the bride.
Right.
I have to investigate.
That was risky of me, but it's okay because this big tree is here. Believe in the big tree with the spirit rope.
As expected.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought the game was... Whew. Alright, I was about to... Whoo, lordy wody. But no, we're good. Wait, we're not? Wait. No way. No fucking way. Because the game I was just... My fault for climbing a tree, and because he ran to where I was still in line of sight? Genshin, you gotta fix that. Yeah, that's not good. Because literally, guys, I couldn't move. Like, I was trying to move off the tree and run, but then it's like, oh, he got away, you're too far. It's like, no, you're not letting me follow. Oh, I forgot about this freaking crouch. Dude, can you freaking move? Oh my god. Alright, now I'm getting tilted. It's not making successfully longer gameplay by just padding out stuff, making it take longer and just be annoying. Because, like, that's all these scenes or trailing things have been in Inazuma so far. The Inazuma tailing missions, they're just kind of annoying. Kind of wanting me, I guess. I don't know. Am I invisible like this? No. Wait, what's going on? Sprint. Hideo got too far away. Start big. Well, yeah, but then if I'm too close, he sees me. Hey, Mr. Naganohara, how you doing? I wonder if it's maybe because I'm just on PS4. It's not as smooth as it could be, but yeah, it's really silly. I should not have to do this again. When I see exactly where he's going, he's running to those guards. There was going to be a cutscene. Right, so here we were again, and now he's going to turn around one more time. So how am I going to do this?
As expected. Let's follow him.
Hideo got too far. Please, game. I'm right there. But okay, but I was too far on the last one. Yeah. Come on, Genshin, dude. I'm gonna be honest. Great game, but you got to do better. If you're gonna do tailing segments, you got to do better.
Excuse me. Has something happened on this road? I'm a businessman passing through, and it's a little disconcerting to see this place so heavily guarded.
Ah, please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, the wedding of Sir Kujo Kamaji and Lady Hiragi Chisato will take place any day now. Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead of time, and have her live in Inazuma City during the run-up to the wedding.
I see.
We are here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi. Not just us, either. You'll see more Tenryou Commission members as you go further along. We're all here for the same duty.
Isn't this a little excessive?
Sir Kujo holds Lady Hiragi in the highest regard, and wants to treat her with the utmost respect, from beginning to end.
What a nice guy.
I understand. Sorry to disturb your work. Drat. It's exactly as Master feared. They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave Rito. Wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, they'll have all the more reason to strike. But we're in no state to defend against a Tenryou Commission attack.
Good work, Ayato. You got
I
them
must tell
reeling
Master right
now.
away.
Deceived by something that's not even happening.
That should do it. The seeds have been sown. In this atmosphere, mounting suspicion will nurture fear among the Kangjo Commission. Now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment. The calm before the storm is always the part that unsettles people the most.
Are they really gonna own up and apologize? Just like that?
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi clan in Rito in a couple of days. I have some other business to attend to, so I won't be spending any more time on this situation. In any case, we've made our move. It's only a matter of time before they give up and surrender.
I feel like Ayato is just lying to us right now and saying he's not going to do anything else. I think he needs to deceive even us for this next part or something.
This is not my first time.
Oh,
well
yeah.
Then, goodbye for now. I truly hope that things will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
He left kind of abruptly. Are things really gonna turn out like he predicted?
Let's keep an eye on things till the end.
Well, let's go to Rito again in 2 days.
Please don't actually make me wait 2 days. That'd be a mean thing to do, right, game? Alright, after successfully sitting here for 2 days and sampling all the food that lovely man has, let us now go to Rito and check on the situation. Alright, we're back in Rito. Let us see what the word around town is. Sasano, what's happening?
These people from the Tenryou Commission have been here for days now.
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi. But why would it be taking so long?
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Hiragi to leave. To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her. A crowd this size comes to Rito? Who knows what they could be planning?
Sowing the seeds of intrigue, discontent, as it were.
Right. Sorry. How did things get to this point?
Alright, so it's a little concern from the populace. Let's see what some of these soldiers have to say.
Hello. How may I help?
Why is there such a strong Tenryou Commission
We arrived
presence
here 2 days ago to escort Lady Hiragi to Inazuma City. Serkujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to receive the bride, the Hiragi clan always finds an excuse to delay things. Since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Rito until Lady Hiragi is ready to come with us.
The people suspect there's something afoot.
It was not our intention to stay here so long. We promise our presence here will not impact ordinary people's lives. We can only hope that the leaders of the Hiragi clan will start to cooperate soon.
It's all just a giant
if this
mush
stalemate
now.
continues, who knows? Serkujo might give us orders to be less accommodating.
Well, that last line was a little aggressive, but let's see what these guys have to say.
How much longer does your master plan to hold them off?
Ah, it's this dude,
I have
Hideo.
no idea. We're stuck in limbo here. Master's been very on edge these past few days. He gets irate over the smallest things, and is suspicious of everything. He's been yelling at me a lot.
Aw, sorry,
I
Hideo.
understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do? I've told him before, never cross the Yashiro Commissioner.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Good advice. With him, you just know that whatever he's doing, a lot of preparation has gone into it. If Lady Hiragi is really taken away, then what will the Tenryou Commission do? And what will the Yashiro Commission do?
Maybe we should tell Master to discuss things with Lady Hiragi.
I don't think that would do much.
Hiragi Chisato is now at the center of every conversation in Rito. By now, the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks?
Ah, silly Paimon.
Let's go and see.
Political tools like this are usually never given any sort of thoughts or opinions, right? Which is sad, but it's just sort of the way of the world in this lifestyle, the upper class.
Oh, Traveler! I assume you've heard about everything that's been going on out there. What on earth is happening?
Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened was...
Hold, someone might be eavesdropping.
After the Tenryou Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. They keep having secretive discussions and won't allow me to have any direct contact with the Tenryou Commission. I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato's plan. Now it all makes sense.
So since we last met, have you made up your mind or mind
Sorry,
up?
I haven't. Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. Maybe everything would be easier if I simply didn't have the choice. I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. But once I saw the notices appearing out of nowhere on the streets, signaling that the wedding was confirmed, I didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I felt a great sense of regret. I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. This is supposed to be my bright and beautiful future. But what if it's not?
This is exactly what he was worried
I can
about.
happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of my marriage, I should absolutely refuse to go through with it. But that's not the answer I'm looking for. And also, now that things have escalated to this point, it will be tricky to resolve.
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are.
Oh, good lord.
You scared me for a second. I thought you'd gone missing. You... Wait, you're the ones who were with the Yashiro Commissioner that day.
And if
what
we
do you think
were...
you're doing here? Are you trying to convince Lady Hiragi to leave?
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to visit me.
Friends? Are you sure? Just friends?
Jesus.
Lady Hiragi, I told you already, these are exceptional circumstances. You need to be more vigilant in everything you do. You are extremely important to us, and to the entire Kanjo Commission. Who's to say they don't have a hidden agenda?
If you want to accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out and say it!
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing everything as a threat. Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. His arrival might well be your very last chance to fix this.
There you go.
The present state of affairs in Rito shows me that the situation has escalated well past the point where you could hope to control it. If this deadlock continues any longer, we will have nothing to gain and much to lose.
That's right. Put your foot down,
This
girl.
is not an order. All I need you to do is give me an explanation and take responsibility for the situation.
Understood, my lady. I shall discuss with the others right away.
Good job, Chisato. You handled that well.
Yeah, honestly, well
I
done.
was so nervous. But I thought things are now so critical that I should at least give it a try. And it worked remarkably well.
That's what I call a voice of authority.
Yes. Well, let's wait and see what happens. I hope they provide a satisfactory response.
A while later, Matsuura comes back with his tail between his
We had a serious
legs.
discussion and reflected on our mistakes. In all honesty, no one can handle the weight of the situation here. Everyone is besides themselves with worry. It'll drive us mad if it continues any longer. I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous. I was
Nah,
selfish
he's
and
capping
ignored
right
the greater
now.
Good, and then I left the situation to fester.
He's
Would
playing
you-
possum right now.
Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, please give the Conjo Commission another chance.
You're gonna have to take that up with
I
Kamisato
suppose you're
Ayato.
right. The only person who can change the Tenryou Commission's mind will be the Yashiro Commissioner. We'll head off to the Kamisato estate shortly and beseech him to help us with the utmost sincerity. Lady Hiragi, might I ask you to join us? You are the most important person. Without you, we have no other way.
What scheme does he have up his sleeve, I wonder? Well, let's go to the Kamisato estate and find out. I'm guessing this might be the finale here, the final, or maybe like
By the way,
penultimate one.
aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner?
Almost like
Please
he's right
put
here.
in some good words for me.
Yeah, I don't trust this guy. He's up to something, and I don't like it. Alright, let us go see Mr. Ayato and possibly Thoma again as well. Maybe even Ayaka, let's find out. Insert the Spider-Man meme. This is definitely some people's fantasy right here I'm giving them right now, but anyway. I give you fantasy and I take it away.
Yashiro Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryou Commission has now occupied Rito, refusing to leave until we hand Lady Hiragi over to them. I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious actions. And I realize also that this must sound like the very height of absurdity.
Oh, man.
But please, have mercy, good sir.
You have like a dagger
I'm sorry,
in your pocket
Mr.
or
Matsuura.
something.
I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. I fear this leaves no time for small talk. So, please, if you would be so kind, get straight to the point.
Let's go, Ayato. Lay the law
I
down.
know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. I'm terribly sorry. Everyone in the entire Conjo Commission now realizes the gravity of this situation.
Ayato just
Lady
mentally
Hiragi is
fucked this guy.
indispensable to us. We promise to always support her. So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to Sir Kujo once more, on our behalf?
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. What do you plan to do about this?
He's got this guy by the
to
balls,
lose face
man.
for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath of the almighty Shogun?
Jesus, man.
We'll take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference to explain the situation. We will make sure that the public knows this was all a huge misunderstanding. We'll do
Right,
everything
misunderstanding.
we can to minimize the impact. Everything we can.
Master Matsuura, you should have known it would come to this. Whatever were
Yeah,
you
honestly, what was the plan
but
here?
the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo and I may feel at this present moment.
Like, was the plan that he was gonna take power of the Kanjo Commission when she left or something?
If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi and the inhabitants of Rito are innocent.
Or is there someone else still? Because, like, I don't know, especially because of how easily he crumbled here. I'm still wondering maybe there's a third force at play here.
If we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the Tri-Commission's reputation. Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to, but they can also become irritating if they don't know when to stop.
Man.
And as for the ones with excessively long tongues...
Ah, here we go.
Well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all. But it doesn't take a moment to cut out their tongues and silence them for good.
Yo.
Yes, I understand.
He's got that darkness in
I've
there,
listened
kind of
to
like
your
it.
concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you. But I can't guarantee that he will change his mind.
I wonder, do you think Ayato could be one of the Keyblade Masters who could rule darkness and light, or do you think he'd get succumbed by the darkness? Let me know.
I understand. Thank you for your help, Yashiro Commissioner.
He'd honestly probably be stronger than Riku.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a sizable mess to deal with back in the Kanjo Commission.
Look at that cheeky ass grin. That's freaking good, dude.
Then please excuse me. Thank you once again, Commissioner.
Yes, get out of here, Lord Ainz. Nah, I shouldn't even say that. You're a disgrace to Lord Ainz.
Yes, Lady Hiragi, I have something to tell you. Would you mind?
Oh? Why, of course. Sir Kamisato, you became a completely different person just now. It felt so intense.
Did he? Or did the mask slightly come off for a bit?
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded.
Yeah, they do.
As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will. I did as I should.
All valid statements.
But now, I'd like to take off my commissioner hat and share a personal story with you.
Oh?
Oh, please. I'd love to hear it.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an extremely difficult period.
Yeah, him and Ayaka's parents both died, so Ayato had to step up, basically.
My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan long ago, and restore our reputation. The work took a toll on his health, and ultimately led to his untimely demise. My mother loved him dearly. She passed soon after. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Ashiro Commission. Behind the scenes, things became very unstable. Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister and me nothing but burdens, hindering the ambitions of others. It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you that is the truth of what the Ashiro Commission has been through.
Huh. Pretty similar to how the Kanjo Commission
Thank you,
is
Paimon.
now.
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I desperately looked around for powerful supporters, I endured smear campaigns and attempts to exploit me. I had
Good
no
old
other
politics.
choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes, and I also had a young sister to take care of. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. No one can ever be allowed to trample over my precious family.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fortunately,
I fuck with that.
I persisted, and the Kamisato clan was able to survive this storm.
I think I now know where my sense of
Very
loss
powerful
and
statements, very
confusion was
powerful.
coming from. Shinnojou once told me that he saw what was in me in a way that no one
well.
else did. That's why he couldn't bear to see me live the rest of my life depending on someone else.
Correct, but Shinnojou is also blinded a little bit by emotion as well.
I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married. But the fact is, it's because I felt too young and inexperienced to handle the situation facing me.
Very good.
The
Very
reason
good
why Sir
self-reflection.
Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is because he's prepared for anything.
Well, he believes he's
That's
prepared
it.
for anything.
The situation I'm facing now is the same one he faced back then. When his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blade and challenged the almighty Shogun. And now,
got whooped.
it is time for me to make a stand and become my own person.
Well, you don't need to challenge
Well
the
said.
Shogun now. Calm down.
I'm sure once you have grown and gained
Oh, that's not
confidence,
what she meant. Okay.
your father will be able to let go and allow you to decide how you want to live the rest of your life.
I don't know.
It might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal growth is a necessary step in the pursuit of true happiness.
All true, and because this
And
is
I'm
a
sure
story,
I
it'll
can
probably
get
play
there.
out like that. But
I
yeah,
will use this as an opportunity to take over the
I don't think the
responsibilities
old-timer
of
will
the
change.
Hiragi clan. I'll think about marriage again after everything is more settled.
unless the
This
Shogun
puts less
convinces him
pressure
at
on
least,
Kamaji,
maybe.
and means I can support and protect myself without having to worry about becoming a burden or dependent on someone else.
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt. When the time comes for the wedding to go ahead, I will come to congratulate you once more.
Interesting. So Ayato
Thank you,
does
Sir
win this
Kamisato.
one.
I am grateful for everything you have shared with me.
Yeah, you do have to wonder just how much of it was influenced by personal gain as
Now,
well with
if
him.
you'll excuse me, I have a lot to deal with back home.
I wonder if we'll find
Take
out.
care, Lady
Get a little
Hiragi.
insight.
I'm confident that on your return, you will find your Kanjo Commission associates most receptive to your instruction.
Nice.
In fact, my recent experience suggests the same. Thank you once again.
Bye, Chisato. Well done, well done. Things worked out perfectly for
Has
you.
the air of a leader now.
They really are a good match for each other.
Hats off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was no way out until you pulled that super smart strategy out of nowhere.
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game of chess.
I'll
Our
take your
rival
word for
this
it.
time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted, and sloppy in his execution. This outcome is entirely within my expectation.
Man,
Even so, Paimon could never come up with a plan that cunning in a whole
you and
lifetime.
Kokomi would probably have a good time together.
Anyway, it's kind of a relief to see that Chisato has decided to set the Hiragi clan straight.
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well.
Ah.
I wasn't about to pass up an opportunity to make less trouble
See,
for myself.
here we go. You weren't in this just to help her, right?
Well, the fact is that I am first and foremost the Yashiro Commissioner.
Damn right, brother.
Perhaps for Master Matsuura, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, nothing matters more than the stability of Inazuma. A stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Only then can the Kamisato clan and the other Yashiro Commission clans have a peaceful existence.
Yeah, in this case, the best outcome for Ayato also happened to be the best outcome for the others this time, but we'll see. There might have to come a time he has to make a tough decision and reveal a little more of that mask that
But
he's putting on.
human desire will always be a factor in the equation. This is not the first situation of its kind, nor will it be the last.
True.
All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Stasis is not the only form of stability. A balance of power leaving no room for maneuver achieves the same end.
Ah, okay. Mutual restraint.
Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. I think I did her a sizable favor in that regard.
You did.
Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new and unfamiliar one.
There were so many things at play over this one wedding.
Paimon, so funny.
Wait a second. You weren't trying to stop the wedding from the very beginning, were you?
Ooh, my dear Paimon, you have a lot to learn.
I thought straight away it was bad timing. Nevertheless, everything I said to Hiragi Chisato was entirely sincere.
Yeah, he basically said, like, this is why it'd be a bad idea. Unless he's just one of those guys where he thinks of the bad and is like, but, nah, I'm gonna be, it's like, no, of course, you know.
If you choose to
I
give
respect
up your
it, I
stance
respect
on
it.
something once, you'll be having to compromise for the rest of your life.
Damn, the realness in that statement, my
I didn't want to
goodness.
see her suffer because she didn't realize what she was getting into. Now, she has the chance to become her own person. Let's see who she becomes.
Okay then. Guess we'll have to wait and see.
See you next
All
time.
right. Farewell. and profuse thanks to you both. I shall have to host you at the Kamisato estate when my sister is next available.
Yes, that would be something. And bring Thoma for hot pot. You could put some sea Ganoderma in there. Uh-oh. Wait, oh. I thought he was going to do something sussy there.
Looks like everything's resolved.
Oh, so Thoma is here.
Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one minor detail. I somehow ended up with a glass of very peculiar tasting milk.
No, Thoma, everything was perfect. Down to the last
Didn't
detail.
you like it? I distinctly remember you saying you are quite partial to exotic flavors.
Oh, my lord.
Dude,
The
let's
Traveler
go.
had one of those as well.
He did. And Paimon.
I'm sure he's made a great impression on you.
The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded against me had he and his companion not been present.
Especially Paimon.
It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other people while discreetly performing your job to perfection.
So this is just him, I guess. He does this all the time.
Ah, yes. Now that we're both free, let's finish off that game of chess we started a few days ago.
Well, alright, I believe that's going to be it for the Ayato. There we go, Act 1 complete. Now, as far as more Ayato content, I believe a lot of that has come through the form of events that have come and gone. Essentially, I believe the only way I'd ever be able to see them is through YouTube videos. Although I do know that he's going to be showing up with Ayaka and the roses and muskets. We got about 16 more days. But yeah, I know Ayaka and Ayato was on the trailer for it as well, so we might have some Ayato content there. I'm going to play the event because, well, I need the Primo gems and stuff. There's also a freaking crown available at play. So yeah, I'm doing the event, so a lot is going to be off kilter for me, but you know, I'm willing to put up with it because A, Primos, B, crown, and C, Ayato. Well, and the rest of the Fontaine crew as well. But overall, I mean, the meat of it was literally just a wedding, and we're stopping it. I'm sure compared to other character stories, this one's definitely, as far as the context of it, like what we're actually doing is just stopping a wedding. I'm sure there's probably like better ones. Like Ito's was, I'd say, better, but this still gives you a very good grasp of who Ayato is, because the thing is there's still that side of him we don't really know about. Oh, God, how did I do that? Okay, well, I'm not sure how I zoomed in, but it's essentially a good basis for how his character really is, right? But we still have a whole layer to him that we don't have available to us. Now, I don't think, let's go ahead and take a look here. Yeah, he definitely has not had a part 2 yet. Maybe potentially he'll get one soon. I mean, I think Ayaka getting one is probably going to be more likely because of the current update. There's some potential for a part 2, like, that can bring the darkness out of him. And, like, we really have to see him, like, play dirty. Like, he's played dirty behind the scenes, but he might have to play dirty front and center. But overall, this was still very enjoyable. The dialogue was still very good, and of course, if you have Chris Guerrero, I'm gonna be at the edge of my seat the whole time. I was smiling so much whenever he was talking. I just hate that Matsuura was just kind of a wimp. You know, he kind of sucked.
I have to stifle a
he
smile
really was
every time I remember the look on my retainers' faces when I informed them of my plans today. Panic-stricken, but unable to muster the courage to say anything in opposition. Yes, this was a fine idea.
See, he's a bit of a troll, and he gave Thoma the sea Ganoderma milk, like, knowing he wasn't gonna like it. Oh, but I thought you liked these. Like, he's got that, you know? And I think if someone actually had, like, pushed him to the edge, someone who's worthy, because that's why he was like, he thought Matsuura might potentially be worthy, and he was like, I'm just disappointed. But yeah, I mean, the thing is if they would just have to fabricate someone who could do that. Like, I think it'd be better if there was, like, an actual, like, one of the... What are they called? Like, possibly one of the Harbingers can maybe, like, bring it out of them, maybe, but I don't think they'd do that in just a story mission, although who knows, right? But yes, overall, very enjoyable, and I'm glad I did it, because now I know a lot more about my main man here, and I'm looking forward to now going through a lot more of the content. And essentially, this was, like, the last barrier for me, more or less, as far as Inazuma content that I have. I mean, I do need to go through Enkonomiya, but essentially I've been putting off going into Sumeru essentially, but it might be time. And by might, I mean it's probably definitely going to be time, and I'm also going to do the Roses and Muskets event as well first, most likely. And in addition, Genius Invocation. Now, if you know my channel, I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! Quite a bit, so I like TCG, so there might be a video of me trying Genius Invocation out. I have a lot to do and a lot of primo gems to grind. As you can see, currently I have 70 fates, and the Navia banner is here for 17 more days. So that is my time limit to try to get as many fates as I can. I've been converting them into fates just so I don't have to look at the big number of primos and get tempted, because Rosaria is there, and man, I really want to pull for her because of my Eula team. But it is a tough decision. I'm pulling for both Yoimiya and Raiden and one of their weapons at least. I'm going to need all I can get. So thank you for being on this journey with me, and hopefully you'll continue to see other Genshin content that I have coming out. So subscribe for more, and thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, you're a freaking legend. So thank you so much, and take care. Goodbye.